Alright, so we have rapper Tay K just served sentencing 55 years in prison, man. 55 years in prison due to organizing a murder that happened to Ethan Walker, who was 21 years of age, a Texas man. Now, this happened when he was 16 years old, a few years ago, and he was the mastermind of organizing this, pretty much this robbery that gone wrong, and recruiting someone to kill this young man. And that was the father. And Tay K, and I've listened to his music, but he blew up with The Race, and that was a huge single. He was going to pretty much talking about how he just got raped with a murder case and everything. So the U.S. Marshals ended up arresting him, and according to sources, when he was on house arrest, he actually fled to Elizabethtown, New Jersey, to go into his studio. And so he was fleeing from the Ethan Walker case, man. And they pretty much finally caught up with him, man. His pretty much the bad deeds and the seeds that he was planting in, man, into the universe, and he got suffered for the consequences, man. It's really sad because as a young man, like, I'm like, come on, bro, like, you served 55 years for doing something that was stupid, something that you could have just easily, I don't know, man. You could have just been minding your business. You didn't really have to organize some type of aggravated robbery, man. I mean, why are you killing, innocent individual? But whatever reason, man, we going against like just a lot of demonic influences and spirits, man, and the people just trying to make it up into the entertainment industry and still living that lifestyle. And it's hard for me to feel sorry for this young man. I mean, even though he's serving like 30 years, and they said also too an addition of two. That was automatic, but the addition of two remaining charges, an additional 13 years. And I'm looking like, wow, man. And he was also involved in a fatal shooting in 2017 of a San Antonio photographer. So, I mean, this is a huge track record of a young man that's just constantly just keep falling for the okie doke and the matrix in this beast system. And it reminds me of the Bible when it says, he who walks with the wise will be wise, but a companion of fools will always be destroyed. This is a huge war on the youth, man, in a way. And just hearing stories about this, about rappers, entertainers, just people in general, man, that just just doing just heinous things, man, in a way, and just really not thinking about their future. Now you're gonna get out here till you're like 70 something years old for what? Well, you gonna rap about it? I mean, at the end of the day, we have to think ahead and think about, like, we all here for a purpose. Especially we was created by God through his image, and we all here are supposed to glorify his kingdom, even though we live in dark times. But you can easily get lost in this world if you don't establish a great foundation with Christ. And without that, man, it's nothing really you can do, man. At the end of the day, you can get lost in the sauce, you can lose your soul. I mean, some people just like sell out just to make it, and it's just really crazy, man. At the end of the day, though, like, as young men, we have to set the example, for the youth and for the generation to come. But hey, you charged for capital murder charge and going into 4-4 Texas and Arlington robberies. It's a really sad thing. The only thing you can do, like, well, the good thing is God, he loves us, but if you continuously turn your back on him, he will not hear from you. He will not, according to the book of James, he will not answer your prayers because you asking for the wrong motives. But if you confess your sins and you're faithful and just, he will purify you from all unrighteousness. But deep inside your heart, you have to really want to do that. You have to want to change your lifestyle. You have to want to actually understand, like, okay, where you're going is a dark path. And I don't know too much about Tay K, but from this story and things that he have done and evidence here, it's just that you was just caught up in the wrong influences. And what inspires you to do these type of things, I don't know. I mean, it could be, it could be some type of demonic possession in a way. And I'm just how I'm looking at things in a more spiritual perspective. But to deep meditation and reflecting, that's why it's so key. Eating right, getting back into scriptures, loving God, and doing his will. That will actually eliminate you from all, like, doing heinous things and having an idle mind, because idle mind is the devil's playground. It gets you into an isolation to the point that let me start comparing myself to others. Then jealousy starts coming to your heart. Now it's always gonna be somebody that has more money than you. You go on Instagram, you keep scrolling down, somebody got a new car, somebody got a new house, somebody got money, flashing money all in your face, and you like, dang, man, you keep seeing that all the time. It's something with imagery. And then now you thinking like, hey, I'm broke. Like, you keep looking at yourself and you thinking that, wow, instead of you improving yourself, instead of you actually being grateful for the progress that you're having, and you focusing on your path, regardless of you gonna make money or not, you looking at the other man, you looking at him like, man, dang, I want to be like him. And so this will kind of inspire people to do crazy things to get at other individuals based on their insecurities. and and I'll be seeing that a lot, man. But hey, it's just a sad world we live in, but this is the reality. So rapper Tay K, I think 55 years in prison, that's a lot. That's a long time, man. It's a long time for him to think. I mean, it's really not too late at the end of the day. I know that sounds crazy. I mean, far as like at this point for your soul to get into heaven, because you gotta confess. I mean, yeah, the man is dead, and you confess what you did wrong, and you really have to change your ways immediately. It's really through your actions at the end of the day, man. Because you can say all your mouth, oh, I'm sorry, but what does your heart say? Like, what is your actions? Are you really, change your life? Are you gonna use this as a testimony to, if you get out, healthier enough, in your 70s, or you can use this as a testimony, like, hey, speaking around the world, like, hey, I'm not gonna, don't be doing like this, you're making an impact to the youth. Hey, this is how you should live your life. But you gotta think, man. As black man, you can't act on impulse all the time. That's probably pretty much what I got from this. But it's sad, man. I'm gonna have the link in the description box, and just like I said in the description box, you guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you guys think, man. But yeah, it's a sad thing. They're gonna move on to the next person, the next artist with these record labels. But don't get too deep into the matrix, man. Like I'm telling you, man, it's all a trap. And I'm pretty sure he had a lack of guidance. I don't know if he had a father in his life, some type of father figure to stir him to the right path. But at the same time, you should know from right from wrong, man. But it was a weak spirit that he had. I'm out. I'm not gonna draw this video too long. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing to this video. If you want me to talk about anything, please email me, and I'll get back with you guys, man. Love you guys. God bless. I'm out.